Have you ever met somebody who's been sexually abused or crossed paths with anybody who has been sexually abused? Chances are you probably will within your lifetime. While sexual abuse goes unrecognized, it's very, very common in today's society. The worst part about sexual abuse is the majority of the victims know their accusers, and it's in the comfort of their own homes. Every person has a different story to tell, and not all have happy endings. My life is far from perfect. I got started getting sexually abused when I was 11 years old, and it's happened for 2 years. It happened just about every night. I was threatened if I was to tell anybody. To this day, I have nightmares. I have confrontation issues, trust issues, and reality, it never goes away. It's always in the back of your mind. Some days I get really depressed, and it's hard to get out of it. After all the abuse, I have overcome many obstacles. I went out to college and was the first kid to graduate, so to say, with an associate's degree at a community college. But now I'm here at Southern New Hampshire University online, now pursuing my bachelor's to better my life and my family. I have a kid. I have a wife. Not many people thought I would even have that. I showed everybody I was better than myself. And I'm here today to be able to live my story, or tell my story. Today I want to share not only what sexual abuse is and how common it is, but the never-ending effects it has on its victims. According to the consequences of sexual abuse in adolescence, sexual abuse has been defined as a violation perpetrated by someone with power over someone who is vulnerable. Now, roughly 12.7 million people are sexually abused. And that is 24 people per minute. And this is all in 1 year. 1 in 6 of them are actually men, which in the next slide it shows otherwise. Most victims, like I said earlier, know their accuser, and the majority of the abuse occurs in their own home. Each person is different, so the disorders are different. The most common effects are depression, anxiety, and PTSD. In the consequences of child sexual abuse, Paul Mullen cites clearly the immediate impact of child abuse has the potential to produce behavioral and psychological problems. 4 studies of adults who have been abused as children suggest increased rates of psychiatric disorders and sexual problems in adult life. Tom Luster and Stephen Smalls state in the Sexual Abuse History and Problems in Adolescence that victims of sexual abuse resort to a variety of methods to cope with the pain associated with this traumatic experience. Many activities used to cope with the pain, however, are problematic because they tend to be self-destructive or lead to further problems in both. Now, other psychological effects that are on this page are dissociation, suicide thoughts, sleeping and eating disorders, trust issues, like I said I do, self-harming, and substance abuse. Now, if you ever see or hear of sexual abuse from anyone, there are actually many resources that you can use to get help. The first one is call 911. That's your main line. It gets you to the local police department, and they will address it as soon as possible. Other resources include the National Sexual Assault Hotline. The number is right there, 1-800-656-4673. And it's open 24/7. You call that, everything's confidential. There are various online sources as well. I work with all of them. I affiliated. I'm nomore.org, RAIN.org, which I am a speaker bureau. I'm part of it. And I haven't had the chance yet, but I would like to, go around and speak about my experience to other people. And then there's also 1in6.org, which is the 1 in 6 men. Now, sexual abuse is a problem that shouldn't be taken lightly, and it happens every day. Today, I've not only discussed the psychological effects caused by sexual abuse, but also ways to report it. Now, if you remember my story in the beginning, not many people have it like I do. Obviously, I came out on it as a better person, but there are many people that actually take it the wrong way, and they end up in jail, in prison, doing what happened to them, or even living on the streets because they're so messed up in the head and they didn't get the help they needed. Me, I got the help. I went to counseling and everything else. So I hope I have showed you guys today that sexual abuse is a real problem in today's society.